back here in the mower tractor. On a Scott's 1086. I still haven't had time to get the tire issue resolved on the other 1086. So it's sitting on blocks in my yard. But I just want to tell you, I'm out here. You can see the shadows are kind of long. That's because it's the first thing in the morning. The sun's just peeking up over the clouds behind, or trees behind me. About 6:30, and getting started today. I'm not going to have any help mowing today. Dad usually comes and helps me mow. He's got a mower set up, y'all have seen. But my mom's having oral surgery today, so he's going with her to do that. Running in 4th gear, low 4th. I have no idea how fast we're running the motor, but it's enough to do a good job. I'm working on my hayfield. This was my grandpa's hayfield, and I've got a picture of him standing down by the road with his 2 brothers, and this field behind him in stacks. So I'll try to put in this video, and so y'all can see, we've farmed this field. It's getting on 100 years now. I don't know when he actually got it cleared, but I could go back and find when it was he actually bought this over here. So it's getting close to 100 years. Maybe more than that, I really don't know. But yeah, I'm out here trying to get her laid down. We've got 2 patches of it, probably about half of this laid down. This is a hair bigger than 40-acre piece. Show you my GPS right there. We got planned to make some square bales today. Get put in the barn for me. I like to have some square bales. Yesterday we almost got rained out. Scott said he had 15 sprinkles on his tractor hood whenever I left the field with the rake, and he is still baling. So these throughs that I'm working on right now are longer than 1/4 of a mile. Anyhow, wanted to tell y'all, I know that I haven't had any questions about it, but we do get some ground covered for what we're doing. There's just 3 of us this year. Dakota's not helping. He's busy with his work. And we've been covering, the last 2 weeks, we've covered 100 acres a week if we get this done this week. And we should bale this on Friday, and Scott's talking about not making any hay on Saturday and stopping and moving some. He's got, I've got hay on the field, and he's got hay on the field that he's going to turn cows in after we get the hay moved off. So we're talking about hauling some hay on Saturday. But it's supposed to be incredibly hot on Saturday too. Of course, I probably won't have any. The reason I couldn't haul a few loads tomorrow morning because I won't be mowing. Probably somebody's going to say, why didn't you just cut that all in one piece? Well, it was plowed that way. That's the reason. Yeah, and I can't drive a straight line, you can tell. Doesn't much matter, it's got to get put in the bale. No penalties for making crooked lines in my hayfield. If I have my way, this here is all going to be laid down before noon. So. And yeah, I'm going around the spot there because there'll be water standing in that. See where that brighter green stuff is? There's always water standing in that. I'll have to go around that big old spot on the other side too. There's been years we bailed right through it. But it doesn't take a genius to figure out there's water standing in it. Mom, Dad and Dakota would always have to cross it. And they'd almost get stuck every time they did. It's a little more difficult to tell maybe right now than what it would be normal because the tires are wet anyway. Well, enough of me rambling on. I did want to get down here and show you I'm headed toward a electric pole, and it's somewhere around where that electric pole is that the picture was taken that I'll put in here. Well, I did get finished mowing. I think I was all the way over there on that side when I was mowing. Mowed in, a piece between us except for that big wet spot. And now Scott's been round baling while I was raking. And now I'm punching out some square ones. My window's incredibly dirty. Scott's still over there baling. Trying to pick up the windrows that was too big or had big wads in them. That V-rake don't do it real smooth. Need a real smooth windrow for a square baler. It helps. Makes things go better. So I got a little bit to go. I think I'm gonna figure out how to make a loop here. Wire tie. I don't want to jinx myself too much, but this baler has always done really good about tying. I haven't had it all that long, but it'll just flat tie them. More than 500 the other day for some people that have several people picking it up. I can do that on a field that's farther away from the house, and I don't want all of them home, so I'll do my selling hay from down there. And it missed one, and then it missed three more later. But one, it had to have had a loop in the wire when it come up, and it just missed it. It had tied the knot on the end of it, but it missed the wire. Didn't get the one wire under. And then the others, it pulled the wire into where the two boxes of wire were tied together. Enough of this boring stuff. I'll bring you back out maybe when I get done